Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at how to create a floating button in Avada. By the end of this video you'll understand how you can use Avada off canvas to create a floating button on your website. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's jump in. So a floating button, also known as a floating action button, is a UI element that remains anchored to a specific position on the screen. They provide quick access to primary actions without cluttering the main content. This might be a link to live chat, a discount code, a menu or social media link, or many other things. It's completely up to you. We're often asked how to create floating buttons in Avada, similar to that you see on the right-hand side of the Avada website. You can easily do this with an Avada off canvas. I've imported the Avada Takeout Prebuilt here, and so let's add a floating button to this site. I'll head to Avada off canvas and create a new off canvas here by giving it a name and clicking on Create New Off Canvas. This opens for me in the Avada Live Builder. If I click on Avada Studio and filter to floating, we can see there are a couple of examples of off-canvas floating buttons you can use as a starting point, one of which is a floating menu and the other social media buttons, but here I will instead build one from scratch. So I'll cancel out of this and add a 1-1 container and head to the off-canvas options. Let's start with the General tab. I'll leave it as a pop-up and I will set a width of 150 pixels. For my example, I will set the horizontal position to end and the vertical position to bottom, but you can of course position it as you like. Moving to the Design tab, I will just add some border radius to this pop-up and also add some margin to move it away from the corner. 40 pixel right and bottom margin should be fine. Now for a floating button, we also want it to be there all the time and not behave like a typical pop-up, so I will go to the Overlay tab and turn the overlay off. On the Close tab, I will turn the close options off as well. Animation is completely optional, but I think I will add one here. I'll add a sliding animation from the left at a speed of 1 second. Moving to the Conditions tab, to enable this off canvas, I will set this to yes, and for this example I'm just going to enable it on a specific page, and that will be our takeout menu, and I will also enable it on all products. Now on the Triggers tab, to get it to load we just need to set the trigger to on-page load. Okay, that's it for the settings. I can leave the rules on the default setting and I don't need to adjust anything else, so let's move to the off-canvas content. You can of course add whatever content you want here, so my design is not relevant, but in this case I'm going to make a phone orders button. I'll just add that content and come back. As you can see, I've just got a single column with an image, some text and an icon, and I have linked the column with the tell protocol so users can just click to call. Okay, I think that looks really good, but let's just check the responsive views. I'll just change to the medium screen preview, and it looks good here. Now let's look at the small screen. I think here it might work better in the center, so I will go to the off-canvas options again, and here I will set the horizontal position to center, just on small screens. I can see it's not exactly centered here, and that will be to do with my 40 pixels right margin. So here I'll just go back to the Design tab and also add 40 pixels left margin as well, so it stays centered on small screens. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go back to the desktop view and save this work. And now let's head to the front end. Okay, so on the home page our floating button doesn't show, but if I go to the takeout page, it slides in, and as I scroll you can see it stays in position. If I go to a product, it also displays. Yeah, that looks great. If I click on it on a desktop PC, the computer asks which app I want to use to call, but on a phone this would just call immediately. And there it is, floating buttons in Avada. These are very flexible and can serve a large number of purposes. Try it out. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.